everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. There's no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Browns are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Bills, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down. Richmond. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Operating from the gun, Richmond. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Garoppolo now. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcel Darius getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richmond dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a handoff looking right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And now it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their play.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Avery Moss in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And down he'll go at the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. 36.
From the gun on third down. Richmond. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Back to throw. Richmond. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Richmond. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Green, 39.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second down following the run.
Back that up. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Detroit.
Looking to throw. Richmond. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Reeves-Maybin coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Richmond. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on? With your scheme. Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now it's the backup Kaiser. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Kaiser now to throw on first down, and that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
Kaiser yet again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Kaiser again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Band 38. Band 38.
From the gun, Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here we go now. Green 30.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go.
And again this time to the tailback. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Detroit! 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 Here we go. Detroit!
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Green 39.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Fighting him off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff as they run outside. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Garoppolo. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. First down, Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A second down throw now for Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Here's Matt Weil now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Green, 39!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Flex round! Here we go!
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And unable to connect on the long. Pass. It falls down incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Play action. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Garoppolo on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The left side completion to Jones. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go. What? Alert. 3 down.
To the air again, Kaiser. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. C.J. Mosley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. All right, now, look at you now. Set. 3-19. Over. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. they'll run it on the toss. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. Green, 39.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. Kaiser on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. First down throw for Kaiser. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Avery Moss in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Second down, Kaiser. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Kaiser to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. That one good for 7 that time. And it's good enough for a Cleveland 1st down. Kaiser yet again. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw, Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And now
under pressure, and they got to him again. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the gun, Kaiser. Goes for a right side here, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Kaiser from the gun on third. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Kaiser now to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down now after the pass completion. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw again. Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. What? Ohio.
Third and short yardage. Kaiser. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Kaiser, and this is caught, so they do get the two. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now look at 56. Look at 56.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some space here. 20. There he goes left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now he bowls him over and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Here we go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, Kaiser. Over the middle here to Coates. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Let's go.
One final shot for Kaiser. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.